In the early hours of Christmas morning, 2022, a devastating car accident near the small town of Kondinin in Western Australia's wheatbelt left a community in mourning. A family of 5, driving 2 hours to celebrate Christmas morning with their loved ones, would instead face an unimaginable tragedy. Jake Day, 28, and Cindy Braddock, 25, were proud parents of 3 children, aged 5, 2 and 1. Family described them as being really good parents. They said, Cindy was one of those overprotective ones who wouldn't let them leave her sight, and they'd always want mum. Jake was a bubbly person and didn't really care what people thought. He was just someone you could always get along with. At approximately 1 a.m. on the 25th of December, the family drove into a petrol station in Northam, about 2 hours away from their destination. Nathan O'Donnell, who works at the petrol station, said that they put petrol in their car, went to the toilet and purchased food and drink for their drive. Nathan stated, "They looked very exhausted. He told me that he was heading to Kondinin and that it was a couple of hours' drive. He looked exhausted. Then he left. I told him good luck with the long drive. Unfortunately, he never made it." Less than 2 hours later, just a few kilometres from their family home where they were going to spend Christmas morning with Jake's mother, a tragedy occurred. Their Land Rover veered off the road, hit an embankment and flipped, landing on its roof. Jake and Cindy never reached their destination. The family became concerned when Jake, Cindy and the children never arrived on Christmas morning to open their presents. This launched a search for the family between their home and Jake's mother's home in Kondinin, which was over a 200-kilometre stretch of road. The wreck was discovered by a close family friend just before midday on the 27th of December, more than 55 hours after the crash. The car was hidden in bushes just 10 metres from the road. But there was a Christmas miracle in this tragedy. As the family member approached the car, she saw the 3 children looking back at her. They had survived. The 3 children, aged only 5, 2 and 1, had survived the ordeal, but were severely dehydrated and hungry. They endured the scorching summer heat and isolation, trapped in the wrecked vehicle with their deceased parents until they were rescued. The 2-year-old was still strapped into their car seat. All 3 children were rushed to Perth Children's Hospital for urgent care. Speaking later about the incident, Jake's cousin, Michael Reid, said, "What I've gathered is that the 5-year-old became unstuck in the vehicle and she then got the 1-year-old out of the car seat. Then they were stuck in the car for the 55 hours in 30-degree heat." Now orphaned, the children are being raised by their grandmother, Annette Day. The tragedy has rallied the wheatbelt community and beyond, with a GoFundMe campaign raising over $100,000 to support the family. The kindness of strangers has allowed Annette to buy a new car to replace her unreliable one that often broke down, and to purchase a home to raise the children in. But unfortunately, their forever home requires major renovations and is not safe for the family to move into yet. Annette said that she will work towards fixing up the home for the kids, but there's still so much to do: bathrooms, ceilings, fencing. While the house requires major renovations, Annette remains hopeful. The family is looking for support with tradie skills and materials to transform the home into a safe and loving space for the children. Annette said, "It's all for the children, so they can have a nice, easy life now." Jake's cousin Michael said that the community was devastated by the deaths of Jake and Cindy, and that they will be missed by everybody. His advice for drivers over the Christmas period was to rest if they were tired. He stated, "Know what your body limit is. Don't drive tired."